On the vlog again, just can't wait to do a vlog again. The life I love is making vlogs for my friends, and I can't wait to do a vlog again. Doing a vlog again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again, and I can't wait to do a vlog again.
The Battle of Tippecanoe, November 7th, 1811. Here on this site, military forces commanded by General William Henry Harrison engaged in battle with the Indians of the Wabash country, led by the prophet, brother of the great Indian leader Tecumseh. This battle destroyed forever the hope of Tecumseh for a complete Indian confederacy, launched Harrison toward the presidency of the United States 29 years later, and is considered one of the primary events leading to conflict between the United States and Great Britain in the War of 1812.
Well, now here is a beautiful monument. Boy, that thing is tall. Well, we are here at the battlefield of Tippecanoe, and I found out that this place is closed on Wednesday, so the museum is closed today. Well, we are going to take a closer look at this monument and see what we can see. As you can see, it looks like there's a statue of William Henry Harrison up at the top. As we get closer to the stairs, we'll see if we can take a look up at this plaque and see what it says. It says William Henry Harrison, the nation and the state, in memory of the heroes who were lost their lives at the Battle of Tippecanoe on November 7th, 1811. So, there it is. Colonel Abram Owen, killed November 7th, 1811. The Battle of Tippecanoe was fought on November 7th, 1811 in Battleground, Indiana, where we are today, right here on the battlefield, between the American forces led by Governor William Henry Harrison of the Indiana Territory and Indian forces associated with Shawnee leader Tecumseh and his brother Tippecanoe, commonly known as the Prophet. Leaders of the Confederacy of various tribes who opposed settlements of the American West. As tensions and violence increased, Governor Harrison marched with an army of about 1,000 men to disperse the Confederacy's headquarters at Prophetstown, near the confluence of the Tippecanoe River and the Wabash River. Tecumseh was not yet ready to oppose the United States by force, and was away recruiting allies when Harrison's army arrived. The prophet was a spiritual leader but not a military man, and he was in charge. Harrison camped near Prophetstown on November 6th and arranged to meet with the prophet the following day. Earlier the next morning, however, warriors from Prophetstown attacked Harrison's army. They took the army by surprise, but Harrison and his men stood their ground for more than 2 hours. The Indians were ultimately repulsed when their ammunition ran low. After the battle, they abandoned Prophetstown, and Harrison's men burned it to the ground, destroying the food supply stored for the winter. The soldiers returned to their home. Harrison accomplished his goal of destroying Prophetstown and proclaiming that he had won a decisive victory. He gained the nickname Tippecanoe, which was popularized in the campaign song Tippecanoe and Tyler Too, during the presidential election of 1840, which Harrison won. The defeat was a setback for Tecumseh's Confederacy, from which it never fully recovered. Americans blamed the violence on British interference in America's affairs because they had supplied the Indians with financial support and ammunition. This led to a further deterioration of relations with Britain and was a catalyst of the War of 1812, which began 6 months later. The U.S. declared war on the United Kingdom in June 1812, and Tecumseh's Confederacy was ready to launch its war against the United States in alliance with the British. In preparation, the Indians rebuilt Prophetstown. Frontier violence in the region continued until well after the War of 1812, although Tecumseh and his top war chief Roundhead were both killed in 1813 during the Battle of the Thames. Now, as we're walking through here, I have to admit it is very kind of an eerie feeling to be on this, this land and know that this was the battlefield, and that this is where all of those men were shot and some killed. Sergeant Jacob Warwick, killed November 7th, 1811. Lieutenant Thomas Berry, killed November 7th, 1811. Lieutenant Richard McMahon, killed November 7th, 1811. Captain Spire Spencer, killed November 7th, 1811.
Stricken down in the line of performance of duty in tribute to Major Joseph Hamilton Davies, Grand Master of Masons in Kentucky, who fell in battle here, and to the many Freemasons of General Harrison's command, whose valor is held in grateful remembrance. This is about the Methodist camp. In 1857, leaders of the Methodist Church chose this site to serve as the Battleground Collegiate Institute. This site was chosen because of its historic significance, its natural features, and its close proximity to the railroad and nearby towns.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us here today. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Take it one step further and ring that notification bell. It will keep you up to date on all the future adventures and uploads on this channel. I think that's going to do it for us here today. If you would like to help support this channel, you can do so by going to www.patreon.com/thetopvlogers. You can join us on all of our other social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at thetopvlogers. Without your help and support, these vlogs would be almost impossible to do. Again, I think that's going to do it for us here today. We had a wonderful time. I hope you guys did as well. Top Vloggers